What you need to know about this camera, this is the ACT20. This is a 4K camera from SV Bonnie. Now you'll see lots of cameras which look just like this, but this one was a little unique in that it was definitely a little hardier. Like you could go in the water even without a case on it. In terms of that waterproofing, it is IPX8 waterproof, which will allow you to go down to 66 feet without having to start with extra cases and stuff. If you want to go deeper, there are additional cases that you could use for that. It's got a 170-degree wide angle image, which is great looking. It is HD. You could really legitimately use this for anything. Let's talk about some of the tests that I wanted to include for you. And now we are walking side by side. I have this on just a regular selfie stick. I'm intentionally walking kind of through shadows back out here into the sun, and then we'll go back to the shadow again. I haven't looked at any of the video yet. Certainly the functionality of the camera is great. The front screen seems to be working well, but there's only one thing left to do. I think I need to run a little bit just to see how that looks, and then we're gonna bring it inside. Yeah, we're gonna bring this inside, take a look at the video, and do that review. How about we do that now? Okay, so I realized two things this morning, hence the crazy hair. I did not do an image stabilized walk test, and then we need to go for a swim. It hasn't been in the water yet. So first, let's go for a little walk around, see if we could compare the image stabilization, and we're gonna do that normal thing. We're gonna go from this bright sun into the shade, see how that affects things. Here's a little bit of shade here so you can see that. Let me know how it looks. You can put that in the comments below. And actually, so if this kind of content is helpful for you, please remember to subscribe, like it, and put that comment below. Is this helpful? What kind of cameras are you looking for? What are you looking to do with your cameras? Start the conversation. Let's go for a swim. All right, it's time for that swim test, right? Here we go. So while we're swimming here, I wanted to go back to, I think I made a mistake earlier. I think I said it was 4K 30, but it is 4K 60 frames per second, 20 megapixel. You're looking at the underwater image right now, which I think is improved significantly with that 170-degree wide angle view. I think it looks great. The screen's HD, the rear screen's touchscreen, it works great. They have the ability to live stream with this, so it's great for that webcam activities as well. So I think when we go out, like at the end of this video here, I'm gonna roll some crazy action with my RC car, trying to break my RC car. At the same time of trying to break the RC car, I have a giant RC car that goes 60 miles an hour, and it was big enough that I was able to rig this thing up on the front of it, looking back at the RC car, and it was great. And I was going down the road, and I clipped the curb and drilled headfirst, SB Bonnie leading the way into a metal pole. I mean, it was like my wife, the neighbor were like, "Oh, did you break it? Did you break it?" And I'm telling you, I walked over there, picked it up, expecting to see pieces, and this thing was absolutely rock solid, and I'm still using it today. So I think that's the best commentary I could give it in terms of durability. I've swam with it. I've literally tried to break it with the RC car, and I really think this is a great camera for what it is. I'd definitely highly recommend it. Once again, if you have any questions about it, or maybe you don't agree with me about something, put it in the comments below. Let me know. Otherwise, let's just continue to watch the RC cars crash, and I will catch up with you next time.